Okay, anything or any substance that is having a physical existence in the real world is known as an object. Yes, anything which has physical existence, physically it is present in this world, can be termed as a object. Yes. Now, how to bring this object to Java? Yes, guys, you all know that our Java is a object-oriented programming language, right? Yes, you all might have heard it from somewhere.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So now, in that, what is this object-oriented programming language? So for that, we need to understand what is object and how do we bring any real life object that is present, that is having a physical existence in a real world, how to bring that object into our Java world. Okay. So now, according to the object-oriented programming, object is a block of memory. Okay? Just remember that it is nothing but it is a block of memory. Okay. So this the pen that I have. Okay. Just consider that this is the pen. Okay. This is a pen. Now this pen is an object. It is a real world object. Okay. This is a real world object. Now, if I want to bring this object into my Java, what should I do? Yes, like how this pen in the real world is occupying some space. Yes, it is occupying some space, right? This pen is occupying some
Yes.
space in the real world. Similarly, to bring objects into our Java world, into Java, what should be done is that we should create an object of this pen. Now, we should create an object of the pen, guys. Okay, we should create an object of the pen. So now, if we create an object of a pen, also, I'll don't worry. I'll show you how to create an object and everything. Okay, but I'll tell you. Who's Adarsh? He's not a student of our class, also, I guess. Yes, guys, audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now, guys, what I'm trying to tell is that, like, how this pen is having some real world existence. It is having a real world existence, right? Wherever I am going to keep it, it will occupy some amount of space. So by that, I what can I tell that it is having some physical existence, right? That's how I can tell that it is physically present in this world. It is occupying some space and all. It has some matter. So what can I tell is that it is a real world object. Now to bring a pen object, to create a pen object in Java, what should I do? Is that I should I should be responsible to create object of pen type. Okay, I should be taking the responsibility of how to create an object. Okay, now if I just consider that over here also, I have I told you right now, na? I told you just now that what is object in Java? It is nothing but it is just a block of memory. So consider that it is a block of memory. Okay, consider it is a block of memory. That's all. Yes, guys, hello. Like what I'm trying to tell is that like how in my all of these programs, the tracing part that we were seeing. So in the method area and everywhere, all those methods were getting loaded. Now it was occupying some part of the memory only, right? Yeah,
Yes,
it
sir.
was occupying some part of the memory. Like this main method got loaded, so it occupied some part of the method area, some memory. Now the static multi-line initializer also got loaded, so it also occupied some part of the memory. Okay. Now similarly in the class static area also, all the variables and everything got loaded, right? So what happened is that it occupied some part of memory. All of this was a memory only, right? We were discussing the memory diagram only, now that whatever is happening in the RAM and all. So similarly, what is happening? Real world object pen is there. Okay, this is the pen. Now to bring this pen into a Java world, I have to create an object of the pen. Okay. Now don't worry about how to create an object of pen and anything, but now focus on what will be that. How will it look if I bring it to the Java world? Okay. So if I bring it to the Java world, if I create an object of pen type pen, then what will happen is that a block of memory will be created. Where will it be created? Yes,
Yeah.
it will be created in the heap area. Yes, guys. Okay. So anything related to the object or what from what we have started today now, that is objects. Okay. So anything related to objects will get stored where? In the heap area.
You
Okay.
don't understand.
Yes. Very good. Okay, so now what will happen is that a block is created in the heap area. This block, I know it does not looks like a pen, but still that is not our concern, guys. Okay, the only thing is that is our concern is that this pen object is created in the heap area. Okay, this is the pen object. Okay, I've written pen. Now, guys, any object, like how any object in our real world, if I consider, because I'm considering the example of the pen only. So yes, guys, tell me some points about the pen. Yes, whatever you know about a pen, what is, if you know any pen, yes, guys, tell. Can you tell anything?
We can write, we can open the tab, we can open all the. We can break the
Okay,
pen.
what we can break?
A dog
Just write it
testing.
also.
Doing a dog
Write
testing
it down.
first.
Ah,
Refill.
yes. A pen is having a refill. A pen
So
will have
white
a cost.
style, color pattern, ink
Yes,
style,
okay.
and
Yeah.
point style like this.
Yes. So we'll take some examples. So
Color.
a pen will have a ink color. Yes. Yes. It will have a color.
Yes, sir.
Now consider blue. I'll take blue. Now what next? A pen will have a cost. Yes.
Red color
White,
also
sir,
is
white,
there.
white.
Yes. Yes. Broken pen is also there. So
White.
red. Okay. Red is also
Company or brand name?
yeah. Brand. Very good.
Then no.
Okay, brand is there. Cost. What about the cost? Tell. Yes, it will have some cost.
10 rupees.
10 rupees. I'll take 2 rupees.
So only 2 rupees are low cost.
Yes.
2 rupee pen not there shop.
Hey,
Sir, put 20.
Use and throw pen. That is use and throw pen.
that is use and throw pen. You don't know the 2 rupee pen.
Yes, sir, I use.
Ah, I think that there's no one who has not used a 2 rupee pen. Seriously.
Yeah.
Ah,
But that pen don't have the brand name.
Have.
Very,
Dome's
hey,
pen.
it is having
Dome's pen
a
is
very
use
famous
and
brand.
throw.
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Lico Feco.
Yeah,
Daily
sir.
life.
Dome's also
Like
use pen.
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
So
Now
Sonata
you're
also.
Sonata.
Many companies are there, sir.
Sonata.
Yeah, Sonata.
Yes.
Sonata is there.
Also. Yes,
2 rupee pen Sonata.
yeah. Okay. Fine. Enough, guys. Okay. Now, okay, this is fine. Now, what are these? It is this pen is having color. This pen is having its cost. It is having a brand also. Okay. Now, what next? Now, what are the things that I can be able to do with a pen? Tell. I can write. Yes. What is the use of a pen? I'm asking. Yes. So
Right.
For writing.
it is used for writing. To write. Now what next? Now Nirja will tell to break. Yes, obviously we can break the pen also. We can poke. Yes, we can poke with the pen, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Some girls are biting on the cap.
yes. Cap biting.
People bite
Right? Enough.
everything.
All of these things. Oh, that I pen fight, guys. Yes. You all have done pen fight.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So all of the things are there related to the pen. Guys. Okay. Now, why you might be thinking, why have I differentiated? Like, why is there a line between these two things? So I'll tell you. Over here, the first column that I have now. What are these
Property.
properties? Yes, or it is giving me some information. Yes,
Yes,
it is
sir.
giving me some information related to this particular pen, right? The color of this pen is either blue or red. The cost of this pen is 2 rupee. The brand of this pen is Pingo, like that. So I'm getting to know what is this pen. Okay, what is there in this pen. Now, what about these guys? Yes, on the right hand side,
Functions.
functions. Yes, very good. Very good.
Function.
Yes, these are the functions of the pen. Yes, these are helping me knowing what is this pen used for. Okay, so for any object, guys. Okay, for any object, what there are two things which every object will have. Okay, so the first one is the states. What are these? This color, this cost, this brand, or anything. These are the states of the pen. And what about these? These the functions that I have written over here. These are the behaviors, characteristics. Yes, I can tell characteristics, I can tell behavior. Okay, but you must don't forget, remember all the words along with these two words. Okay, so the first one, this is regarding, this is related to the pen object. So these are the states of that object. Okay, now what about these? These are the behaviors. These, all of these right side part, all of these are helping me in knowing the behavior. What is the use of this pen? So these help in telling me that what is this pen used for. Similarly, you can take any example, guys. Okay, similarly, any example, like now over here I've taken an example of a pen. So now if I take an example of a student, yes, a student will have, a student is also object only, right? Yes, a student. Yes, if I take the example of a student, if he's or he or she is occupying some physical space, like if he is having a physical existence in the real world, then I can tell that yes, he is also an object. Yes. Okay. Now, if it is an object and if I want to bring it to the Java, if I want to bring the student object to Java, what is must? What are the things that it must have?
States and
Name.
behavior.
Name. Yes, obviously. But if it is an object, I asked. I'm not telling
States
that
of behavior.
if he is a
States
student,
and
what he should
behavior.
have. Yes. So if it is an object of student type, then it will have obviously have states and behaviors. Okay. Now, what did I tell you about the states? Yes. What will be the states, guys, for a student? What can be the state?
Name. Name.
Yes.
Gender.
Name. Very good. Student name.
Age.
Okay.
ID.
Take some random
Yes.
name.
Yeah. ID and
Huh?
address. ID.
ID. Very good. Student will have a ID. What?
Gender.
Date of birth.
Okay. Gender.
Date of birth.
Date of birth, roll.
Date of birth. Roll number. Many things,
ID.
right?
Class.
Yes. Roll number. ID is enough for roll number.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Class, sir.
he's in which class, he belongs to which branch, which college, which department, or anything. Yes, anything can be there, right? What are all of these? These are the states which are helping me in knowing the student and getting to know about the student with the help of these states. Yes. Now, what will be the behavior of a student? Yes. Smart. Huh?
Punctual, discipline, courteous.
Funny, yummy.
Smart.
Saying
Opposite.
punctual. Anything else?
Smart. Team player.
Confident.
Diligent.
Team player.
Talented.
Hey, these are the qualities, man. But I'm asking, what will you do?
Learning.
Can eat food.
He will walk,
Learning.
sir. He will walk.
Yes. Very good.
He will
He
eat.
will learn.
Eat food.
He will eat.
Like.
Playing.
What? Like?
Study.
Walk.
Hey,
He will
Prakash.
swim.
Study.
Swim, sir.
Study,
Not
will
telling
study.
anything.
We will bunk, guys. You
I'm
are
not
not
telling
telling
anything.
the.
Sir, we will not do.
Obviously, he will bunk, right? If he's a student, he'll bunk.
Not allowed in my school, sir.
Hey, not allowed. Leave that school, man. Who is not
Then
allowed?
no one name is exercise, so why you write exercise?
What?
No one name is exercise. You written
Hey,
name
you don't know. Whose name is this?
Go to
Yes,
China.
sir.
Huh?
Go to China. Their name will be Ziva.
Elon Musk's son. I'm taking his example.
Sir, MI phone, sir.
I think Dinga.
Xiaomi.
Yes. Okay. Hey, this is Elon Musk's son, man. I've written his name. He's in kindergarten. Okay. So, leave that. Okay. So now, guys, now you understood, right? What will an object have? If I'm creating an object in Java, what will it have? The two most important things are it will have states and behavior. Now, what is an object? An object is a block of memory. Okay. If I'm creating object, it will be a block of memory. Over here, I created an object of pen. So, pen object, a block for pen has been created. Okay. Now, if I create an object of student type, what will happen? A block will be created for
In
whom?
heap,
For a
heap area.
student. Yes. In the heap area, a block is created for the student also. So now I can tell that object has been created for student. Okay. Now, like how a real world object is having some states and behaviors. Okay. Some states. States are nothing but attributes, guys. Okay. Which are helping me in knowing this object. And what is behavior? Behavior is also known as the functions. Yes. So what will that object do? What is it doing? Like that. You get to know about it. So now, guys, in our Java, to these states, how do we declare these states? Yes. Yes, guys.
based on object.
Based on object. Yes. So these states are nothing but the variables that I will be creating. Okay. Yes. Yes. What are states, guys? States are the variables that I'll be creating. Okay. These are the variables that I'll be creating, which will tell me what about the object. Okay. Now, what about this behavior? Yes. Can anyone tell how to
Process, sir.
process?
Data type.
And in, our,
Any
in my
process.
program,
Method.
in my
Method.
yes, very good, very good. Yes. So very good, Harsha. So in my program, to do any process, I need methods, right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
behaviors can be achieved by what? With the help of methods. Yes. Yes. Very good. First, get that idea and non-static, I tell him. Yes. All of the things that we will be studying in the case of object will always be non-static. Okay. The variables also that we will be creating will be non-static, and the methods also that we will be creating will be non-static. Okay, Prakash. Hold the non-static. Guys, now you got at least you have got an idea, right? Now, what is the object? Yes, what is the object? If anyone asks you what is the object, tell
Block of
an object.
memory.
Yes, it is a block of memory that is created where?
Heap area during runtime.
Heap area.
Yes. An object is
Answer.
a block of memory
A real object.
created in
Heap area.
heap area. Okay.
Object consists of status
And one more thing, guys. Okay. Like this definition only you should remember
object
that
consists
when
of
is
attribute
being created. Yes. I'll tell. A block of memory is created in the heap area during. Yes, someone was telling this answer also. During the runtime. Okay, whenever my execution is happening, now at that time this object will be created. Okay. Yes, guys.
Yes.
Now, what are the two things that an object will have, guys? Yes.
Status and behavior.
States,
Behavior.
States and behavior.
Yes. Object will always have
States.
states and behaviors.
Yeah.
Now, what do you understand by behavior and states, guys? Yes. How
States,
to bring it
variable.
into the program?
A variable.
States are variables
Variable.
and behavior is
Behavior.
Methods.
method.
yes. Behavior can be judged on the basis of methods and state can be referred on the basis of variables. Okay. Yes.
So why
Now,
you get to name as status, sir? States.
what?
Why you get to name as a states?
Can you repeat, Nirja?
Why you name it as states, sir? What is the reason?
Hey, I have not named them as states, Amma. These are helping me in knowing the attributes. What are the attributes of object? Okay, so that's why the name has been given as states. Okay? It is letting me know its states. That's all. Its attributes are known by the variables. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes, guys. Now,
एक भी मशीन पे हम भरोसा नहीं करते हैं
okay. So this is done. Now, like how I created a object over here, right? Yes. In this, I have a object. This is my pen object. Okay, I'll show you how to create an object and everything. But for the time being, a block of memory for the pen is created. This is the pen object, and below that there is the student object. Now, guys, yes. Now only I told you. Now, what will these object have? It will have two things.
States and behavior.
States and behavior. Yes. So the states and behavior. So all the non-static part of the object will be stored where?
Heap area.
In the heap area inside the object created for that particular object. Okay. Yes. So for the pen object, what will happen? This pen object, inside the pen object, I'll have the non-static variables of the pen. That of the cost, the brand, or anything, the color, and it will also have the behaviors. Okay, now I'll tell you again, like how is it getting stored. Don't worry, but for the time being, just remember this. Okay. Yes. Now, attributes are represented with the help of non-static variables, and the behavior is represented by with the help of non-static methods, right? Now, to create a class, guys. Oh, sorry. To create an object, I'll show what are the things that is needed. Okay. So, to create an object, to understand object properly, first of all, we should understand what is a class. So, I hope you all might be knowing what is a class. Yes. Yes. So, what is a class? Until now, what you know about the
Class
class?
is a
Variable, method name, and
class is like
initializer.
a blueprint.
Hey Prakash, those are the class members.
Class is like a
सर मैंने कुछ
blueprint.
नहीं बोला है अभी.
अच्छा तुमने नहीं बोला क्या? किसी और ने बोला तो मेरे को लगा प्रकाश ही बोला. Okay, so what is a class? A class is a blueprint or a design.
Blueprint.
Yes. Okay. So this class is helping me in having a idea like what will be present inside this program, right? That is the use of the class. Yes, guys. So, like the example we discussed for a class was that to create a home, first of all, we need a blueprint of that house. We need the naksha, right? After that, only that house can be built with the proper planning and plotting. So, for that, first of all, we have a idea. Then, we are bringing that idea into our Java world. How? By creating a class. Yes. I have created a class. Now I have the idea of what will be present inside this class. Yes.
It provides a specification of real world, sir.
What?
It provides, sir, a specification of real world.
Yes. Hey, you have my notes or what, man?
No.
Okay. Fine. So, according to the real world situation, like before constructing a object, what do we need? Similarly, what do we need? So before creating an object, we need a class, guys. Okay, we need a class. So if you want to create a object of pen type, so first of all, I should have an idea, right? I should give the idea like what is a pen. Yes. So I'll give an idea by creating a class of pen type. Okay. Now I have created a class for pen. So now guys, by whenever you look at the class name, now can you tell that yes, so this is a class that is created by the name pen. So whatever will be there inside this pen class, what will be there? Or everything will be related to a pen only, right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Whatever I will be writing inside this class, that will be related to the pen only. Yes. So am I getting an idea? Yes, that everything that I'll have will be of pen, related to pen only. Now, so to create an object, what do we need? We need to have an idea. And how to have that idea? For that we have to create a class. Okay. So first we will create a class. Yes. We have created a class of pen type. Then after that we will create a object. Now to create a object, what should be done? Yes, guys. Guys, when we were discussing data types, yes, when we were discussing data types, at that time I told you, I don't remember. Do you guys remember that what was the other name that I gave for this class name? Yes. This pen. Did I tell you anything? You remember anything?
Yes, sir. Non-pen data type, I think.
Okay. Yes, guys. What is this class name? This class name can also be referred as a non-primitive
data type.
data type. Okay. Just remember this, guys. Okay. This is a non-primitive data type. This class name, any class name that I am giving now, any class name. This class name is given. Obviously, it is given by you only, right? As a programmer. So any class name that you give, what can be considered? Any class name that we are giving now, it can be considered as a non-primitive data type. Okay. Now, non-primitive data type, guys. I've written the short form. That's all. Now, what is the use of a non-primitive data type, guys? Yes. Yes, guys.
Sir, used to create a non-primitive variable, sir.
Okay. So this much idea you have, right? Okay, fine. Very good. That's enough. So now, guys, this non-primitive data type is used to do what? It is used to create a non-primitive variable. So using this class name that is also a non-primitive data type, can I create a non-primitive variable? Yes, guys, I can create. Okay. So if I write it like this, pen of P1. Now can I tell that it has been created, a non-primitive variable has been created? Can I tell? Yes.
Yes, sir.
If I am telling that this any class name is a non-primitive data type, so with the help of any non-primitive data type, I can create a variable, right? I can create a non-primitive variable to store only the non-primitive data. Okay. Now I have created a variable which will store a non-primitive data type, a non-primitive data, which will store a non-primitive data. Okay. Now this much is fine. Now to create an object, guys. Okay. Now to create an object, what is needed is that for creating an object, we should write it like this. Okay. We have to use the new keyword. Okay. We have to use the new keyword. This new, as I have written it in lowercase, so what do you understand? That it is a keyword. Okay. Now, if it is a keyword, it is already predefined. My compiler already knows what it has to do if it sees a keyword, right? So this new keyword is there. Along with that, what should I pass? I should give the class name. Okay. So now if I want to create a object of pen type, what should I write? I should write it like this, new of pen. Okay. Yes. Now, guys, this new is a keyword which is responsible for creating an object of what type? Of
Pen type.
pen type. Yes, because I have written it pen, right? So it will create an object of pen type. Okay. Now what is this pen actually? Like I have written the class name. Okay. I have written exactly this pen. If it is in capital, I have written the exact same class name I have given. But along with it, what is there? I have given two round braces. Okay.
Method call statement.
So no, guys, okay, this is the slide change. Whenever I'm creating an object, I'll be creating it with the help of new keyword, and along with this, I have written the class name over here. But after that, I have given two braces. So this is a new term that we will understand tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Tomorrow only. It is known as the constructor. Okay. Yes, guys. So now I'll be telling what is happening over here. Okay. Now this object is getting created with the help of this statement. Okay. This entire statement is responsible for the creation of an object. So in this, new keyword is responsible for creating a block of memory in the heap area, guys. Okay. Now, yes, this new keyword is only responsible. I'll show it here only, guys. Okay. Don't get confused. So what all was there? I am not drawing the entire runtime. Okay, guys. I'm not.
कोई लाइट कलर का पहनो.
I'll just show that yes, I have the method area, I have the static pool, I have the stack area, but now only my concern is the heap area. Okay. So my important concern is the heap area. So now once the control comes over here, no line comes, this line starts executing. What will happen because of this statement? Because of this new keyword, what will happen? A block
Created in heap area.
A block will be created in the heap area. For what? For this pen. Yes. Now this pen constructor is being called. Now what is the work of this constructor? This constructor is responsible for loading. Yes. Loading all the non-static members. Yes, guys. What is the work of this constructor in my object creation statement? This is my object creation statement, guys. Okay. This is my object creation statement. Because of this statement only object is being created, right? So in this object creation statement, what are the two important parts? Is that one new keyword is there. Because of this, what will happen? Because of this new keyword, what will happen is that only a block will be created in the heap area, guys. Okay. This block is created in the heap area. Now what next? After new, there is the constructor. That is the pen class constructor, right? This is known as the constructor. If I am writing it like this pen, and after that two braces along with this new keyword, then always it will be, always you have to understand that what is that? It is a constructor, guys. It is not a method call statement. Don't get confused, okay? If it is along with a new keyword, what is that? It is a constructor.
But it is looking like a method.
Yes, it looks same like a method, right? It looks same like a method, like it looks same like a method call.
Sir, along with semicolon, sir.
Yes, the semicolon is needed, guys. Okay, the semicolon is needed. Currently, this object creation statement is also not completed. I have created an object, okay, but if a block is created, what will happen? I hope you all remember. If a block is getting created, it will be created with what?
Reference, sir.
Reference. Yes, very good. So it will be created with a reference. So every object that is being created, it will also be created because it is also a block of memory only, which I am creating. So if I am creating, I will use it, right? And how will I use it if I don't have that reference only? Yes. So because of this new keyword, what will happen? A block
will be created in
in the heap area.
Heap area.
With the reference. And
Reference.
after that, what will happen?
Pen
After this constructor is being called.
Called.
Yes,
Following
this
the
constructor is
non-static
getting
members.
called, guys. Okay. Yes. Now this constructor is getting called. So what is the use of this constructor? Is that this constructor will load
The non-static member.
all the non-static members that I have in my program. Where will it load? It will load inside this object that has been created by the new. Okay, inside this object created, inside this block that has been created. Now, inside this only, all the non-static members will get loaded. Okay, don't worry. How will it get loaded? I'll show you that also. Remember that it will all the non-static members will get loaded. And who is responsible for the loading process? Yes, who is responsible? The constructor is responsible.
Constructor.
Yes. Don't forget these points, guys. Okay.
So always the keyword will be only new. We can't use any other keyword.
No, like there are more ways to create an object.
Sir,
But this is the most basic. Yes, this is a keyword, so it is a case sensitive. Okay, now. Yes, this is a keyword, so it is case sensitive. Always you should write it in lower case only. Yes, and what about this constructor? I'll tell you a rule about the constructor also. Okay, the constructor name will always be same as
Class.
the class name.
ठीक है
Okay, the constructor name will always be same as the class name.
Class
Remember this also. Yes. So now, what is this statement? This is my object creation statement. Okay.
अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है यार अच्छा लग
Now, what is happening over?
Hello.
हेलो
Sir, your voice is not audible.
Constructor is getting called. So, what is the use of this constructor? What will it do? It is responsible for loading all the non-static members. So, in this class, am I having any non-static members? No. In this class pen, I don't have any non-static members. Just for a idea, guys, I'm giving one. Okay, int of cost. I have one non-static variable. So now who will load
What's
this?
breaking, sir?
वी आर लूजिंग यू
Constructor overload.
Google Meet also it's breaking voice.
Guys, hello.
House is
Voice
not
is
in the
breaking.
network range.